Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Today this is going to be my review of The Amazing Race Season 38, The Amazing Race European Adventure, which is the Big Brother edition. Yay! Which honestly, it's a fine season of Amazing Race, nowhere near as good as Amazing Race 37, but although I feel like the season has some pretty great highs, the good episode. The episodes are either really great or just boring, and that's kind of what I'm kind of in between. There's some great episodes of the season, guys, but the really boring ones too. So, but we do get. I don't mind the Big Brother twist. Obviously, we have Big Brother winners in the past and the big players, Brendan and Rachel. We have Derek and Claire, who won, Cody and Jessica, and obviously many more Big Brother teams have appeared over the years. And we do got the Big Brother team season. Oh my god, wow! And obviously this season is kind of I knew pretty much everybody on this season, right? I watched Big Brother. I do. Which, by the way, I do want to mention by saying, I know I said this in the Server 49 video, but I do want to mention the passing of Mickey Lee, who was on Big Brother 27, and I just want to say, I'm sending my condolences to the family of the family. It's really sad, very sad, and rest in peace, Mickey. All right, let's move on. So we have 13 teams on this season, and we'll just talk about the players and where they went in this in what I can remember from these episodes here. But yeah, let's start off with Jack and Enzo, which obviously I had no faith in them. They were going to go far, especially based on Enzo's performance on the Challenge USA, where he makes it to the final and gives up pretty much right out the first checkpoint, right? And I genuinely lost a lot of faith in him. I just didn't really care for him that much after that. Now I don't mind the twist itself, where we get it's a Big Brother player and their loved one, obviously with the exception of Taylor and Kylan, which we'll talk about as well. But yeah, I don't mind that. I don't Amazing Race Canada has had Big Brother Canada people on recently, so but yeah. And Enzo and Jack, they're fine on the season. But we do get, it's a European adventure, guys. I'm complaining about the fucking route on this season. The route on this season, probably my least favorite route in the history of The Amazing Race, in my eyes. It was so cool. Why are we doing this? We literally already did a European adventure, guys. Amazing Race 33. Mind you, that was kind of forced upon you because of COVID, but why are we doing... what the fuck? That was just so boring. Why are we... it felt so samey, every location. I love Europe. Europe, great place. Some great countries there. When I went there last year, I had a fun time, and I'm really excited to go back there in 2026. But I'm why are we doing this? It was so boring. Europe feels really samey everywhere we go, and there's only it really made the season quite boring for me. So yeah, probably my least favorite route of the entire show. Oh, and I know a lot of people don't like the Amazing Race 8 route, but that's also at least they went to other countries. And I get there's something interesting to me personally about doing for one season staying in America, and I know I don't like the Latin American season. That route's pretty shit. In season 36, that season I hate. I don't like that season. It's probably my least favorite season of the show, and a lot of it has to do with the route, where they just stay in Latin America the entire season. that was also really boring. It made it so clear to me who was going to win by the end of it. And while I don't think the route necessarily played a role into Jack and Jazz winning this season, I was just kind of bored for a lot of it. But we do get episode 2, which is probably one of my favorite episodes in the recent Amazing Race, where we do get the Angela and Lexi going home, but obviously it's Angela, great player, a great character on Big Brother 26, one of the standouts of that season. And yeah, like this episode is insane with all the troubles with the trains and stuff. Like that was pretty insane. Like I was like wow. It was so much better than the Survivor episode that week. And like, oh my god, like what the hell? Ow! This is kind of insane. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode to me. I felt bad when we lost Angela and Lexi. I kind of wanted them to go a little further, but obviously I didn't have that faith that they were going to make it that far. Episode 3. Oh yeah, I guess I should have mentioned that they did go to Czechia, right? It was Prague. Yeah, Prague. It says that right there. But episode 2, we do lose Megan and Matt, and like I don't really have that much to say about this episode. I can't really remember that much about this episode. Was the driver's seat in this episode, or was that episode 4? We might have had the driver's seat in this episode, which, like, why are we doing this? Like, I didn't like. It was a fine twist in season 37, but I don't think it really worked that much in this season here. But yeah, see, episode 3 and episode 4 were quite just. We do get a pretty interesting. I like Stephanie and whatever her name is, Natalie and Stephanie, like winning a leg here. I think it was the 3rd leg. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I was happy with that. But like Kat and Alex and Budapest, like I don't really remember that much about this episode. Like I'm pretty sure it was just kind of just boring, right? But like Kat and Alex, I was fine with them on the season. Like they're just whatever. All right, then we get to the Hannah and Simone elimination, where it's a U-turn in episode. Yeah, it's a U-turn episode. And this was a pretty fun episode in my mind, where you get the U-turn of the season, and we do. It's kind of funny how like none of the U-turn teams went home at all, so that was pretty interesting. I didn't mind it, and I also like Izzy's crash out. That was kind of funny. Yeah. Then we get to episode 6. This was just one of the more boring episodes of the season, where we do get it. Like Christina, it was so clear to me that Christina and Rubina were going home from the very beginning. No, there was no change in placements at all over the course of the episode. So yeah, all right, Natalie and Stephanie Boot. This was like I was sad when they went home. Like I really liked them. They were I saw Natalie on Challenge before, and I know her. Obviously, I watched her Big Brother season. And yeah, I was sad to lose her here. They were probably one of my favorite female teams of the season. So yeah, I was sad to lose her when we did. And I feel like they kind of got a little bit screwed over at this episode with the flights and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I didn't actually mind them, because I know this episode they got. It was kind of an equalizer, kind of like where they slept in they all slept in kind of a hostile environment. Yeah. Tucker and Eric. This episode, one of my favorite episodes of the season, and it was all because this is like there was a triple. Well, started off as a U-turn vote, and they didn't even go home because of the U-turn. They went home because they couldn't do the roadblock, they ended up doing it, but they ended up finishing last. Like Tucker and Eric, I was so sad to lose them when we did. I was like, no, because I would have much rather Tucker and Eric win than Jag and Jazz. Which, if they kept going, they probably do win this season, maybe. And I was so sad when Tucker and Eric went home in this episode. But, like, the U-turn itself was pretty interesting. Where do we end up with like, 3 teams getting U-turn because there was a tie and like no one agreed. So Taylor and Kylan, Jag and Jazz, and Eric and Tucker all get U-turned. And this episode was it was more fun. But then we get to the next episode in Italy, or Jack and Chelsea go home, and this was just boring. Like, what are we doing? This is boring. I know there was a non-elimination at some point, but that was also just kind of boring. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Jack and Chelsea, like, they were fine on the season. They barely got anything. They were probably the most underrated team of the season. But, like, I was fine with them on the season. Like, Jack was actually not that bad of the newbies here, or not that bad of a character or partner or out of the people who haven't been on reality television before. So I was happy, but I was kind of sad when they went home here too. But it did kind of make sense to me. All right, Izzy and Paige. I kind of wanted them in the finals. But, like, I was kind of sad. They Izzy and Paige kind of they were so fun on the season. Like, they brought some really fun moments. There was this one episode where they have a crash out on the wheelbarrow and like the U-turn, and like that was like, yeah, that's insane. Like, I was sad to lose them. We get a scramble in this episode. Worst scramble in the history of Amazing Race, guys. Like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? That was so shit. Like, yeah. Alright, then we get to the finale. It's all I can remember about the finale. There's something more that I can remember, but basically what I can remember is Oscar the Grouch and Cookie Monster are in this episode. But it was just a really boring finale for me. It was so clear to me that Egg and Jazz are going to win the season. And it was like, once Tucker and Eric went home, there was no question to me that Jag and Jazz weren't winning the season. So, like, I knew they were going to win. And I was spoiled on the season, but, like, even without the spoilers, I would be like, yeah, obviously they're winning this season. And, like, yeah. I guess let's talk about Joseph and Adam. Obviously, we had the whole problem with, like, Adam's sugar. And like, I felt really bad for them. And they were probably, like, I was kind of over their shtick a lot over the season. But, like, by the end of it, I was actually, like, pretty happy with them. And, like, they definitely grew on me over the course of the season. So, yeah. Then we get to Taylor and Kylan. There we go. I'm shocked that they didn't win a leg. They were my winner pick. And I'm shocked that they did not win a single leg across the entire season. Like, oh my god. Like, I wanted them to win. They were my winner pick going into the season. I'm shocked that they didn't win a leg. They did pretty shit out of everybody. Like, that was kind of insane. Like, what the hell? Then we get to Jag and Jazz. So boring. Like, I don't want to see Jag. It was so disappointing if Jag is, like, the first person to complete the CBS trifecta. That would be so boring. So sad. And I would have, like, there was a rumor Sari was going to be on the season, but she didn't want to do this static music go on Survivor, which is understandable. Well, but, and I also would have much rather, like, Corey and Zach on this season over Jag and Jazz, even though that's kind of going against the POC thing. But, if we had, like, Sari and Jared or Sari and Felicia, like, I would have much rather that over Jag and Jazz. Yeah, but there we go. That's pretty much it for this season. This is probably just like a really dull season. That's the finale. We do get it's kind of cool seeing the them doing the challenge on the Empire State Building, so that was kind of cool. But other than that, it was a pretty boring finale. But yeah, all right, that's pretty much it for this season. That's pretty much all I got to say about season 38, which is a fine season. But we go to season 39, where we actually do get an interesting route, and I do actually want to show you the route here because I believe it is here. I don't know how much of the season it's shown, but we do get they're going to the route is all over the world. Thank fucking God. Where we do start the season. It's the start of the season in Vancouver, Canada. Yay! First ever full Canadian leg, from what I hear. Then we do get feature legs in Albania and Australia, which they're going back to for the first time, and New Zealand for the first time since season, I'm pretty sure 18. Especially, I think it was 18 for Australia, but 22, I think, for New Zealand. They're going to Laos and Morocco and Spain, which I guess they've never been to Madrid before, or which is kind of insane. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? I thought they'd been to Madrid, but I guess they haven't. And then we get, like, Sri Lanka, which I'm kind of excited for, and then we're going to Honolulu. Like, this is like in like Albania. Like, this is the route that I wanted. This is a great route. So I'm kind of excited for season 39 whenever that does come around. And so yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. That's all I got to say about season 38. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. I guess MasterChef Canada review is the next one to do. So yeah, thanks for watching.